Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I'm Penge and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where today we are going to try to complete the Travels of Geethan Geek. We really do need to get this sorted out because Geethan just wants it finished. He wants his travel blog out there for everybody to look at and read, and they can all go, ooh, isn't Geethan very well travelled? What an interesting chap he is. And we're sort of nearly there. We could have done this in the previous video. We could have pressed that button there, spent the money, spent the prestige, and got ourselves this all finished and all sorted because, yes, we have met the criteria. We visited 44 points of interest and we have 60 trait experience in Wanderer, so we are ready to go with this. The Travels of Geethan Geek could indeed be ready right now. They could be out there for all to behold, but last time I noticed this just here in the green writing. Every 12 visited points of interest, up to 60, will increase the rewards. So if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. So if we go and visit 60 points of interest, we're on 44 right now, so another 16 points of interest visited will increase the rewards of the book artifact that we're going to get from this, because we're going to go for the book artifact. That's an heirloom that we can hand down through the geek generations, and it does seem like quite a good thing to get for Geethan, because, you know, he's very booky, he's reading a book right now and writing one, so for him to get a book artifact does make quite a lot of sense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to visit 60 points of interest and then we shall complete Geethan's travel blog. And we do have a little bit of a plan for this. So right now we're here in, I was going to say the middle of nowhere. It's not the middle of nowhere, but it is relatively remote, and we're going to go even more remote because I think from here we're heading over to here somewhere. Where are we going? Over here. That, I believe, is our next destination. So if we go and take a look, there is another point of interest, the capital of the Khanate of Tuva in Karatangdi, which is a fun name. So we need to go from where we are now, all the way down here, to all the way over there. I mean, that is quite a long trek. That's an 11-month trek. That is a very, very long journey indeed. So that's what we're going to do. However, I can't help but notice that over here, there is a boundary dispute, and we are quite good at those. They're our bread and butter. So before we head off, let's maybe just get that sorted, shall we? Hopefully it should be nice and simple. So let's begin with a good old boundary dispute. I don't think we need guards, and I don't think we need an Arid Explorers pack, because we're just nipping next door. We're popping down the road. It's going to be fun. We'll scout for talent as we go, because we might as well. So yeah, there we go. Let's go and get this sorted, please. So pop over here. Right, there we go. Which one is this? Oh, botherations. Okay, it's the horse grazing one. Right, okay, this is one of the ones that we don't have an automatic solution for. So we could try and do it ourselves. 64% chance of success, which, you know, is sort of okay. Somebody could stay there for between 4 to 8 years. I do think that is a little bit preposterous. I think to get 81 money, having to leave one of your people there for between 4 to 8 years is just a bit bonkers. It's just way too long. So we're not going to do that. We can't do that because we haven't got a head groom. And we could do this, but it will give us a critical stress break, which we don't really want to do. So do you know what? Let's give it a go ourselves. 64% chance that it might work. Let's give it a go. And it did. Hurrah! The proud familial skill of the House Geek wins out. Wonderful. Okay. There we go, another happy patron. You're a mayor. Okay, so I don't think we can get that much from you, but we'll give it a check before we wander off. So hang on a second, go to here, go to our roll of patrons, and yeah, there's the mayor. Oh no, 4 gold. Okay, we can get 5 gold from you, and then we're going to go away from here and possibly never come back. To arrange a marriage? Hang on a second, hang on. Can we arrange a marriage? Who can we arrange a marriage with? Or is it you? Maybe it means with you. Okay, no, we're not that interested. I do apologise. I'm sure you're lovely, but no, can we have some gold though? Or in fact, hang on. Is it not worth getting some provisions? Because we are going to make a very long trek. It might be worth topping up on provisions. They lose 20 opinion of us. We gain 200 provisions. And the county of Chartclick gains exploitative provisions for 3 years. Oh, okay. I mean, would Geethan do that? He's very compassionate. He's a nice chap, is Geethan. Would he do this knowing that the entire county is going to suffer because he wanted some apples to take with him on a very long trek. Maybe not. Do you know what? We'll go for the gold. We'll go for the gold, make a request. There we go, splendid. Right, okay, thank you so much. Can we do the gather provisions thing? Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's do that ourselves. So, yeah, okay, let's give it a go. Oh, it looks very nice out there. It looks okay. Stepping outside my camp, I survey the surrounding oasis, seeking any sign of game or fodder. Charclick may offer more in the clement seasons, but winter's bitter cold hardens the scrub and envelops the scrublands in frost. We will not find much here. I mean, it doesn't look overly cold in the background, Geethan, but okay. I can find us some things to eat, and we might possibly get something. We might get something. There is a 3% chance we get mild frostbite, or we could use some snares, but the snares might result in us getting hurt. We can't send out the foragers, and we can't use a hunter because we haven't got a huntsman. Do you know what? Let's do that one. Let's give that a go. There is about 50% chance that we find about 500 provisions. So let's give it a go. Oh, we got the good one. Okay, so there we go. Back up to nearly 5,000 provisions. I'm much happier with that. So, right, I think maybe we're ready to go. Although, before we head off, it might be worth taking a look at our current camp purpose. Because right now our camp purpose is we are scholars. And yes, that's entirely accurate. That makes perfect sense because, yeah, they are scholars. Geeks Tabard are a clever lot, and they love doing the scholarly things. They like doing anything that involves books and ledgers and writing and all that kind of stuff. They do all the boundary disputes and census things and writing manuscripts and everything else. So they do like doing the scholarly things, but we are going on a great big adventure. We are going to do some exploring. We're going to head off over here into new lands, new landscapes, new cultures, everything else. We're going to go all the way over here, and then when we get there, we're coming back down here, and then we're going to come back down here. So we are going to go and do quite a bit of exploring and maybe not that much scholarly stuff. I mean, possibly if money's looking low for some reason, we might do some contracts over here, but I think for the most part, we are going to go and do quite a bit of exploring, which does make me think, should we change our camp purpose to becoming explorers? Because that, I think, might help out quite a bit. And then, when we're back down here, when we've done the big bunch of exploring, and we're back down here, and we've got to our 60 points of interest, and Geethan's travel blog is complete, maybe then we can go back to becoming scholars. Because, you know, that's kind of what we're naturally best at, I feel. That's what Geeks Tabard do. But maybe just for now, while we're doing a lot of travelling, we could become explorers. Because if we do that, our travel speed goes up by 25%, which is very good. And that will offset the damage caused by our very unwell pack animals. Because, yeah, last time we picked up ill horses and donkeys and everything else, so they're moving a bit slower. So that might help speed us up a little bit. And then, yeah, sea danger and coastal sea danger comes down, but we're not on the coast. In fact, we're going probably about as far away from the coast as you can get in the game. I mean, yeah, technically that's about as far away from the coast. But yeah, we're going very, very far away from the sea. So that's not overly going to help. We might find more transport contracts, find more diplomacy contracts. That's not too bad because Geethan is very good at that kind of thing. So that'd be all right. And yeah, there's a few other bonuses too. But I think really it's worth doing for the travel speed, and it does sort of, you know, it makes sense thematically. We are becoming explorers. We are going exploring. All this is new and exciting to us. So I think that's going to be what we do. The only thing I'm not entirely sure about is how quickly we can then change back to we are scholars. I assume there's going to be some sort of timeout on this. So we change to become explorers and we go, hooray, we're explorers now. And then there's going to be a time sort of limit as to how quickly we can then get back to there. But I don't know what that is. Is it going to be 1 year or 5 years or 10 years or what? I'm not entirely sure. So I think it is worth doing, but we might just need to wait around a bit to get back to being scholars again. But for now, I think it's worth doing. So here we go. Everybody, little bit of a shift in our priorities for a while. We are going to become explorers. Let's get this done, shall we? So change the purpose for 1,000 prestige and boop. There we go, we've become explorers. Oh, and down here, Geethan's changed. He's put on a shawl type thing. Oh, okay, he's got like a sort of a travel cloak on. And he's doing like a sort of a looking around at the landscape into the distance thing with his hand. Like he's covering his eyes from the sun. Oh, so each sort of camp purpose comes with a different little kind of character animation in the corner. So yeah, when we were scholars, we were looking in a book and writing with a quill and such, and now we're explorers, we're looking around a bit more. Oh, that's quite fun. That's quite fun. I like that. So there we go. Geethan's got a shawl on. Oh, everyone's got shawls on. Obayama's got a shawl on. And yeah, Leia's got a shawl on. Okay, wonderful. Right, I think we're ready. We have quite a lot of food, and I think we're about ready to do our journey. So yeah, we're going to go a little bit quicker now, hopefully. So where were we going? Over here. Okay, so let's just make our way there as quickly and as safely as possible, because I think it's going to be quite a big trek, isn't it? So it's going to take 10 months. Crikeys. Okay, so yeah, these things here will kind of boost our speed. This is all good, but then yeah, sickened herd makes us go a bit slower. And also, yeah, because we're an adventurer, we travel a bit slower than we would if we were kind of part of a royal entourage or something, because yeah, we have to move an entire camp. We have to move an entire camp full of many, many people and all their belongings and their tents and their food and cooking equipment and everything else. So we do move a bit slower anyway. So yeah, that sickened herd thing isn't really that helpful, to be honest. But there we go. It is what it is. So maybe on this big journey, do we not scout for talent, because that was slowing us down a little bit, and then we can try to make it quite safe, because at the moment we have 6 high chance of danger, and that's a little bit much, isn't it? So possibly let's go into here and hire some mercenary guards. Okay, that brought it down to 3, and then where's the other risk? Okay, so that's a desert. Okay, that is hills, and that's a desert. Okay, so maybe something to help us in the desert, possibly. So how about an arid explorers pack? Okay, so 241 with that. Wilderness kit doesn't do anything. Pathfinder gear, that doesn't help that much either. Okay, yes, arid explorers pack brings it down to just 2 high chance of danger, but a 10-month journey and about 2,000 provisions. Okay, so when we get to here and have a look around there, we might then need to grab some more food, possibly. Okay, right, do you know what? Here we go. Let's begin a great big adventure. Let's begin moving our camp. Right, so Captain Wang Yarl has been recruited to our travel entourage. Okay, there you go. They're very good. Martial 15. That is pretty good. I mean, a prowess of 1. I'm not entirely sure you know which way round to hold a sword. Don't hold the sharp sort of stabby end, my friend. Hold the other end where there's a little handle type thing. But whatever the case, yeah, hopefully you don't need prowess. You can sort of have a high martial skill to arrange the rest of your mercenary band. Hopefully you're quite good at that. I mean, a prowess of 1 is particularly terrible. What's Leia's prowess? Leia's prowess is 4. So this 7-year-old girl, who is completely fantastic, could beat that chappie who's leading our mercenary band in kind of your hand-to-hand combat. Okay, that's fine. Let's hope that he doesn't need to do any kind of fighting, because if he does, I suspect we might be in trouble. So here we go. Oh, crikey. We've only made it here. We've literally just turned 1 corner, and already we have a thing to look at. Okie doke, right, what's going on? Nary a drop. I bask in the desert sun, enjoying but a moment's peace in this hectic lifestyle I've chosen for myself. But then the sound of snapping wood, a scream, and the splash of water bring my heart to a sink. I see my follower Maya Nala Devi stood beside the soggy splinter remains of our water barrel. Apparently, she had dropped it onto some sharp rocks while unloading, and now the last of our water supplies soaked deep into the sand. Oh, well, isn't this a brilliant start? Well done. We must find some more immediately. Okay, so a stewardship challenge, 81% chance of success for that one. That might not be so bad, although if we fail, we only lose 140 provisions. And we've got nearly 5,000, so that's not so bad. We could say, Mayana Ladevi, you fix this, but the chance of her sorting it is a bit lower, and it's a bit mean. We wouldn't raid some local caravans because we're nice. We could lose the provisions. I mean, yeah, we'll try and find some more immediately. 81% chance. Oh, there we go, off to a flying start. So, okay, we're a little bit thirsty. But I think we're okay. Hopefully we can find some water somewhere. There'll be an oasis or, I don't know, a shop or something. We can pop by and just get some water or whatever. So there we go. Off to a slightly less than successful start. But hopefully from here, it's all on the way up. Although, travel, a cultural fascination. Ever since entering Toksun, I have been treated much like an animal in a spectacular garden. The people stare in amazement at the mere way I speak and carry myself. It's possibly the hat, Geethan. They might be staring in amazement at your sensational hat, but okay. As we make our way through, I am suddenly approached by a peculiar and enthusiastic woman who, unlike the rest of the crowd, seems to speak Tibetan. Okay, do we speak Tibetan? We do speak Tibetan. Okay, hang on, where are we? I read that bit. My word, so it's true. A Lomon duchy here of all places. I have long admired Lomon customs, and I've even learned Tibetan in my own time. What an honour it is. Okay, so we can have a chat. Okay, the honour is all yours. Okay, so we can just go, yes, it is amazing to meet me. Aren't I fantastic? Look at my brilliant hat and beard. Or we could say, teach me about your people. I start a learn language scheme against that person. What language would I be learning? What are we learning? Shaz Turkic. Turkic? I don't know how to say that. How many languages can we learn? How many can we do? We can learn 6 foreign languages, and we've learned 2. Okay, do you know what? I think Geethan would do that. I think he'd go, do you know what? Yeah, tell me about your people, because, you know, he likes other people. He likes to sort of, you know, broaden his horizons and such. So, do you know, yeah, teach me about your people, please. So now we are doing a learn language scheme. Okay, fine. I'm going to give us something to do on the way, won't it? A nose for trouble. Father, cries my daughter Leia, bounding up to me at speed and near bowling me over. Look what I found. It's a puppy. Oh, this could be amazing. The girl does indeed appear to be all but swinging a freshly whelped pup she has crooked into her arm. Virupaska alone, I think that's supposed to say. Virupaska alone knows where she picked it up, but despite the awkward movement, the animal seems very excited to be here. Leia looks happier than I've seen her in weeks. Okay, a girl and her dog. Leia, stop playing with that filthy mud. Okay, we're not going to get a dog, but our daughter is going to get a dog. Leia gains a pet dog. Okay, so Leia's diplomacy goes up by 1, and Leia's prowess goes up by 1. She's going to get 50 opinion of us, and she's going to lose quite a lot of stress. Or we can take the dog away, but there's no way we're going to do that. Leia, there you go. You're going to get a pet dog. Of course, it's Wuffles McBarkington, but then what number did we get to last time? Or do we just begin this series with number 1? Is this Wuffles McBarkington the first? I think it might be. So, do you know what, Leia? Yes, you can have the dog as long as you call it Wuffles McBarkington the first. You can have it on that one condition, which hopefully you will agree with, because Wuffles McBarkington the first is a completely amazing name and nobody can find fault with it. So, yeah, Leia, there you go. You can get yourself a pet dog. Okay, another travel thing has popped up. A snapped twig. There's a chill in the air and my breath mists into small puffs as I traverse the orchards of Quocho. The trees are seemingly cowering a bit in the cold, longing for warmer days. Suddenly a high-pitched shriek pierces the air. I quicken my step only to find a peasant child below a tree, in shambles and sobbing violently. It would seem as if she made an attempt to climb in the tree before slipping and falling to the ground. One of the bone pipes are protruding at a strange angle. Bone pipes? Okay, one of her bones is broken. Okay, so she's broken her leg. Oh, poor Sati there. Okay, they're there. So gains soothed for 5 years. So she'll be okay. She gets a huge health boost. We then get soothed child. Okay, so our stress gain, if we pick up stress, we get less stress by 10%. General opinion goes up. Dread gain comes down, but I'm not bothered. Geethan is not a terrifying person. We lose 10 dread, don't really care. However, we lose 41 stress because we're compassionate. What's our current stress? 40. Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what Geethan would do anyway. That's what Geethan would do. He'd make sure that she's okay. So there, don't you worry. We'll make sure you're okay. Oh, okay, hang on. Was that a trap? The ambush is sprung expertly. A vulnerable bottleneck in the terrain lets a horde of slavers, shackles and swords in hand, team at us from 2 sides, while a third group delay the convoy's main body from assisting us. A chorus of screams breaks out from those in my following, lacking weapons, as realization kicks in. If these monsters win out, a horrifying fate awaits many of us. Oh, crikeys. Okay. Rally and slaughter these scum. A martial challenge against Geethan. Okay, so you're leading this kind of little ramshackle rebellion. 39% chance that it works. We gain some prestige. Everybody thinks we're great, and Geethan dies. There is a 60% chance, though, that 3 of our crew will die. Oh dear. Or engage the lead slaver in a duel. You immediately enter into a duel to the death. Or ignore the cries and hope for the best. Well, there's no way we're going to do that. There's no way we're going to do that. There's a 25% chance that Geethan dies and a 75% chance that 3 of our people die. No, we're not doing that. We might need to go and engage Geethan in a fight to the death. I mean, we're better at fighting. We've got a prowess of 25. Geethan has 14. So we are way better at fighting. So I am confident that we should be okay. But Geethan, as the leader of the camp here, he's going to step forward and go, do you know what? You're not going to hurt our people. You're not going to hurt any of my followers. You're not going to hurt my family. We are going to have an exciting duel. Here we go, Geethan. Please don't die. Please don't die, Geethan. Okay. Single combat. Oh, it's a special little kind of event thing. Oh, this is exciting. For a few brief moments, Geethan and I pace in lazy half circles, each waiting for an opening. I brandish my Kanama's dagger, because, we have got a fancy dagger, so we've got that ready to defend myself, while he clutches his hammer firmly to hand. Only one of us is walking away from here today, and I intend it to be me. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Geethan adopts a defensive stance, doing his absolute best to ward me off. The man's eyes following my every movement. Okay, so I'll show you how I brandish a dagger. So we do a confident attack. So there's a medium increase to our likelihood of success and a low increase to our risk of injury. Okay, that seems like quite a good thing to do. Or, that's the best you've got, you can't even hit me. Okay. So we try and tire him out a bit. We play defensively for time, allowing Geethan to tire himself out while we stay fresh. It becomes harder to injure myself. Okay, so a low increase to our likelihood of success and no increase to our risk of injury. Or, you know your problem is, Geethan. No? Well, we can do that because of our diplomacy skill. So we give him a disheartening speech. You launch into a blistering spiel about Geethan's failings. We pick up 185 prestige. There's no increase to our likelihood of success and a medium increase to a risk of injury. Okay, there's no real reason to do that. We don't overly need a big pile of prestige. So, I think maybe let's do that. Let's do a confident attack. We're better than him, and we kind of know that we're better than him. So, do you know what? Yeah, let's do that, look. We shall do a confident attack. My dagger flows around Geethan like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next, a series of perfectly timed attacks. Geethan counters with a fierce hail of rapid thumps, almost crushing me repeatedly. My form is good, with only small errors, and Geethan's stance is formidable. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. Okay, hang on, what's that one there? Taste silver, fool. You hurl a heavy silver purse at Geethan's face. We lose 20 money, and we increase our chance of success, and we get no increase to our risk of injury. He does gain 20 money, though, because we've lobbed some money in his face. We could strike, parry, and riposte, so that's a high increase to our likelihood of success, but we might get hurt, or we could try and be a bit more defensive. So a low increase to our likelihood of success, but no increase to injury. Again, I'm tempted to just kind of charge in a bit. Just get this done. Strike, parry, and riposte. Surely we can beat him that way. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against Geethan's guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. Geethan's retort is carefully calculated, waiting for precisely the right moment to reply with several rapid thumps of his hammer. My form is good, with any small errors. Okay, right, so he's holding off our blows well, but he seems close to faltering. Okay, so do we just go again? Do we go again? Do we try and tire him out that time round? Because, yeah, he seems close to faltering. If we wear him out, So, yeah, let's make him... okay, all of his things are medium increase to success and medium increase to injury. So maybe... let's go in again. Let's go in again and just do some more confident attacks. Because, yeah, he's close to faltering. If we just keep hitting him, at some point, he is going to break. So, do you know what? Let's do it again. We go again. My dagger flows around him. We've seen that before. Gurgen cracks his neck, then starts raining blows against my guard. A marathon of crushing thwacks that almost break me with their relentless ferocity. Okay. Right, now we're back to feeling far from victory again. We can do this because of our learning skill. This'll work just like it does in the legends, right? High increase to our likelihood of success, low increase to our risk of injury. We're going to try and copy a famous move from our favourite book. Okay, yes, we're going to do that because we can. We're going to copy a move from a book. There we go. And we are victorious. That is fantastic. That is brilliant. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. The man's death sends a ripple of panic confusion through the enemy's ranks. The battle around me inflects. A chorus of screams and wet gurgles going up from the foe as the slave traders are put to the sword by the dozen, dying in their droves. Within minutes, the relief force from the column's main body breaks through the slavers' rearguard, and it's all over. Because, yeah, we've got like a big group of men-at-arms, have we not? I can't see how many. Yeah, 104 people. You've got 100 armoured footmen just hanging around, so they must have been kind of stuck at the back there. So they've come through, and it's all over. With a contemptuous kick, I knock what remains of their leader's face down into the sand. Okay, that seems a little bit un-Geethan-like. I don't think we'd want to have killed the man, but we had to kill the man, because otherwise he was going to cause us and our friends and family quite a lot of pain. Right. We pick up 250 prestige, and everybody thinks that we are fantastic. Okay, Geethan, well done. You've just fought off a baddie. Marvellous. I will my body to match the vivid mental picture of legend, shifting into an awkward stance while flailing my dagger. Oh, okay. I mean, maybe flailing your dagger might not be the best, but okie doke, right, so some dagger flailing went on. With more hope than belief, I charge Gurgen dagger out in the perfect imitation of the stories, eyes screwed shut by reflex. There's a sudden stone-hard force to my dagger, the sound of wet flesh sheared in half, and a spasm passes up my arm. I open my eyes, almost certain I'll see my own doom, only to met with the annihilated neck stump of Gurgen, fountaining blood into the air with reckless abandon. Alright, that's fine. You could have just said, oh, and he's a bit dead. But no, okay, I think we've pretty much decapitated. Oh, no, we did. By the time I've located his head, the light has long since gone from the man's eyes. Okay, right, so Geethan just completely decapitated a man. Okay, I mean, that's unexpected. I thought maybe you'd just kind of stab him a bit, but no, we have entirely decapitated him. Right, goodbye, Gurgen. We gain 5 experience in foot. Hasteluder. Foot. Oh, okay, like sort of, yeah, hand-to-hand combat type stuff. Yeah, well, the durability of the dagger comes down a bit because we have used it for some proper stabby. But do you know what? That's fine. Well done, Geethan. And I don't think we're injured. Even though we were just battered with a great big hammer, I think we got away without any injury, which is wonderful. And the pavilion has been upgraded. Okay, this is also very good. So now we have a level 3 pavilion, which means we can build a new thing down here. And there's a few options here. There's a few choices. We've got a baggage train, a roaring campfire, proving grounds, or a camp perimeter. Now, I think maybe if we change back to a scholarly focus for the camp, we might get different options. But a few people in the comments have said, oh, you need to get that roaring campfire sorted. And a few other people have said, oh, you need to get the camp perimeter sorted. And I'm sort of torn between both. I'm not entirely sure which is the best one, because a roaring campfire, that's very Geethan, isn't it? A roaring campfire, everybody gathers round it, he can get to spend time with lots of people, and it's all fun and amazing, and everybody enjoys themselves, and that's all marvellous. And that is very Geethan. He's all about spending time with people and such, so that would make sense. However, the camp perimeter means we've got forward scouts going out there, So travel speed comes down a bit, but we can make things much safer. But then travel speed goes up by 5%. Because, yeah, we've got a bit of extra security going on. And travel safety is also increased by 3. So if we are going to do quite a bit of travelling around, which, we are going to do in the long run, we're going over here for now, but in the future, we want to try and visit every single point of interest in the entire known world. Oh, and a few people, by the way, a few doomsayers have said, oh, you can't do that. That's going to be an impossible challenge because, they all change. Different realm capitals appear and such like. Do you know what? Challenge accepted. We're going to try and visit every single one because, I think we can do it. Okay, realm capitals change and such like. But let's say we get over to here and we've sort of finished everything that we sort of knew was a thing to visit when we were over here. If a new realm capital has appeared over here, we'll just go over to it. We will do whatever we can, if it's possible, to go and visit every single point of interest on the map. I think that's a good goal. So, it might be difficult, but that's why it's a challenge. So maybe, going back to the camp here, maybe the camp perimeter would help as well. Because, we can move quicker and move safer. So I'm not entirely sure which one we go for. I'm not so bothered about the baggage train. I'm not so fussed about that. And the proving grounds, we're not fighty. So I'm not bothered about that either. So do we go for a campfire? Or do we go for the camp perimeter? I mean, maybe given current, what just happened with being attacked by a load of angry people and then we had to behead a man, maybe a camp perimeter would make sense. That might be, very sort of at the front of Geethan's mind because he's thinking, do you know what? That camp perimeter might have helped avoid those bad guys there. I think we might go for that. Do you know what? I think Geethan would have gone for the campfire until the recent attack on the travelling party. And then maybe that's opened his eyes to the fact that we are possibly not as safe as we would like to be. So maybe getting a camp perimeter might actually help out quite a bit. I don't think we should replace anything else. I like the fact that we have a mess tent, that's good, and a supply tent, that's good, and a barber's tent. We like all those things. But I'm sort of torn on this last one, but I am thinking that the camp perimeter might be the thing. Although the roaring campfire is also exciting. Although the other things we get from that, number of knights +1, not so bothered about that really. We don't overly use sort of like knights and champions and things. Knight effectiveness up a little bit, but again, we don't sort of do battles like that. And we can have another men-at-arms regiment. Again, not really our thing. We have one, and they don't do anything. They kind of follow us around, and that's fun. I shouldn't they go and do their own stuff and just sort of tag along with us. But that's not overly useful. I think we're going to get more out of this. So let's go and install a camp perimeter, please. 54 money, we can afford that, and 6 months of effort. So get that done, please. And there we go. There's the official sort of construction tent going in there, which is wonderful. Right. Here we go. Let's try and get back over here. Look, I think we're probably, about halfway along the journey now. So, going up into the mountains by the look of it. Let's carry on our journey. And now we have another thing to deal with. Okie dokie. As we trudge down the road, a building hoves into view. The battered sign outside reads, "The Queen's Head Inn." No look here tonight. We've barely got room for our current lodgers, let alone anyone new. Inside, the innkeeper shakes her head dismissively, and especially not you ragtag types. Ragtag, we've seen this before. Somebody called us ragtag. I'm afraid I absolutely require lodging. Okay, so 64% chance that might work. So, we get comfortable trappings for 10 years, which is actually quite good. I mean, that is a very comfortable inn if we're feeling the effects of it for 10 years, or we can try to come to an arrangement, or we just give up. I mean, let's go for that. 97% chance of success because we're going to turn the charm on. We're going to turn the charm on and just, really sort of stress the point that we do need to go and have a bit of a lie down. So, please can we have a lie down? And there we go. So, comfortable trappings for 10 years. A small boost to health, stress gain is down by 10%, and we can hold another 25% provisions. Okay, right, that's good. That seemed to work out quite well. Oh, Obiama is pregnant. We are going to have Another child. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, and our wagon wheels have broken again. The flimsiest wheels in all the world. Okay, do you know what? Yeah, fine, we're going to be late. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. It happens all the time. At some point, can we please invent some sort of like metal wheels? That would be quite useful, wouldn't it? Because they might be a little bit robust, but okay. They say children react more than anyone else to the places they find themselves. It's fortunate for my daughter Leia that she finds herself in the company of the most ambitious adventurers, exotic locals, and rugged travellers that I've been able to gather. A fine environment for a young girl to grow up in, and one where she seems determined to take its many lessons to heart. Okay, so I wonder what sight she'll see. Leia Geek gains the trait gregarious, or brave, or ambitious, or fickle, or eccentric, or perhaps we could consider another path. Okay, 96% chance that her diplomacy goes up by 2. What's her current learning focus? Intrigue. Okay, charming, yeah, it's diplomacy and intrigue. I think that maybe Geethan wouldn't want her to learn about intrigue. He would sort of want to model her on himself, because that's what he would do, I feel. So, do you know what? We're going to change that. We're going to change that to diplomacy, please. So choose that focus. So diplomacy goes up a little bit. So yeah, she's not that good at diplomacy, but we can work on that. And then yeah, if we do that, then yeah, we can try and get that up by 2. And it should go up by 2, unless we're incredibly unlucky. There we go. So already she has a diplomacy of 5, which is brilliant. Okay, that's very good. Oh, have the child study language. We have no tutor. Influence wards personality. Okay, that must be a new thing. That was added in the, there was like a wards DLC type thing, wasn't there? So that must be part of that, because I don't remember seeing that the last time we played, which was a while ago. Yeah, CK3 has had a few updates since then. Okay, pass a personality trait onto your ward. Oh, hang on. What would we pass on? I mean, maybe ambitious. I mean, that might be an ambitious thing to pass on, but that kind of, yeah, that checks out entirely. Can we pass that on to her? Because that's quite good. Can we do that? Okay, so we spend 75 prestige. That's fine. Gain a tiny bit of stress. And then, yeah, we get on with each other. And she picks, oh, that's gregarious. Oh, okay, you can pick which one. Okay, so there's a 94% chance that she gets gregarious. There is a 64% chance that she gets ambitious, and a 100% chance that she becomes compassionate. I think we'd go for ambitious. I think that's what we do, because, you know, we want her to try and push herself and try and be the best that she can be. Because, I mean, at the moment, although she does have a sibling on the way, at the moment, she is the future of the Geek dynasty. And we need to make sure that she is very good at all the things. Let's give that a go. 64% chance of success. I mean, it could be better. It's minus 15 because she has an incompatible childhood trait. Okay, so if you're charming, you can't be ambitious, apparently. Okay, I don't know why that's the case, but right you are. Let's give it a go. I assume if it doesn't work, either there's a cooldown, or we can't get her to learn that one, but she might be able to pick up the other 2. Okay, right. Let's try and influence her personality. Okay, I assume there's like an event chain or something. Okay, no. Oh, our friend Makla has died. Oh, she's the blind Jewish lady that turned up. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, farewell, Makla. Okay, we've picked up 32 stress. We're stressed out about that. Influence wards personality, ambitious. I approach my daughter Leia with the question, do you like being a child? No, she wrinkles her nose. Adults treat me like a hound. They always tell me what to do. Prove their folly to them. Show eagerness. Strive to more than you are. Unless you want to be contempted like a child, even as your body withers with age. Okay, right, maybe don't try and give your child a complex there, Geethan. Don't point out the unstoppable forces of time there. She's only 7, good grief. No, there is too much to be done, replies Leia. Just wait, all will look to my leadership one day. That's my girl. Okay. Oh, she's done it. She's picked up ambitious. So that must be there must be a different little sort of text thing for each sort of trait that you would try to pass on. So yeah, if you tried to pass on shy, then yes, there'd be a different one here going, oh, do you know what? You should sort of stay out of the way of people. You should look after yourself kind of thing. But there we go. That's my girl. And yeah, she's now ambitious. She's got her first trait, which gives her +1 to all of her skills. Okay, that is brilliant. And we've arrived at our destination. Here we are, 150 martial lifestyle. Is there anything that we can do? We have an artifact delivery. We've never done that before. Or uncover secret. Okay, that seems like a kind of a sneaky thing. I mean, artifact delivery. Is it worth just having a go at that because it might be quite fun? What do we get paid for it? Oh, hardly anything. Hardly anything at all. Okay, I think maybe what we'll do is we don't want to hang around here too long. We want to get back out on the road again. But maybe whilst we're here, we can't go and gather provisions. But could we buy some? Could we buy some from over here? Okay, so we're out in the middle of nowhere. I assume, is it? Yeah, it's a tribal holding, isn't it, over here? So yeah, I think maybe there's less here for us to look at. I was thinking of something else. Right, supplies are this way. Let's go and have a look at the supply stalls. So I'll buy some of these and some of those. We spend 187 money, but we completely top up our provisions. I don't think we can actually buy 4,000 because we've got 3,078. So yeah, I don't think that's going to work, but we'll top up. We'll max out provisions. We could sort of do a bit of begging, possibly. You wouldn't happen to have some supplies to spare, friend. We could try and charm them. We could do a bit of theft, or we could just not do anything. I mean, what would Geethan do? Geethan, I mean, yeah, we're not going to try and do... We're not just going to go because we're here for food, and we're not going to rob them and do sneaky stuff. But maybe we could turn on the charm to get 1,030 provisions. We could do that because, Geethan wants to save a bit of money. And possibly they're overpriced anyway, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Or do we just pay and top up? 187, we've got the money. That'd just see us, for the entire journey back home. Do you know what? We'll pay up. We'll do the right thing. We shall pay up and top up on provision. So there we go. Completely maxed out. The Elder might have something for us. Okay, so some contracts. Criminal contract. Intrigue contract. Okay, not really our thing. And, okay, mingle with the locals. Go to the local watering hole. Okay, right. I assume that means a bar. It doesn't mean a literal kind of hole in the ground, like a well or something. Okay, so I'm invited into one of the tents. A surprising amount of people fit inside. Travellers and Uriankes. All of them blending into one seamless buzz of human noise. Okay, so we have a storyteller and some people that we could possibly recruit. I mean, let's go and listen to a story. And then the egg fell, its parts forming the universe. The egg's yolk became the warm sun, and the white became the beautiful moon. Oh, that sounds quite nice. Okay, so the story had a few good points. I know this one. Our martial skill could go up by 1. But we would pick up 20 stress. I don't fully understand why saying, I know that one about a story stresses us out. We're ambitious, but surely we're just going, yeah, I've heard that story before. I don't really understand why that makes us stress. But okay, we can't do that one because, of course, we can't enjoy another story for a long time, or we just go away. I mean, I think, what are we on? We're on, 48 stress. Okay. We might need to do something to possibly de-stress slightly, but if we could get our martial up by 1, that would not be a bad thing. Do you know what? We'll do that. We'll take the hit. And then, is there anybody here that we could possibly recruit? Anybody that's any good that would like to come with us? You might make quite a good champion. You've got a prowess of 19. You're a good stewardy person, and you're also a good fightery person. We could get you in. 44 years old Belek. Belek is only 53. As in money, not age. He's 44 years old, but 53 money to come in. That's actually not that bad. For somebody with 19 prowess, that is pretty good. Do you know what? Would you like to come with us, Belek? Come with us and we shall go on a fun adventure. There we go. Right, we are done here. So let's make sure that, yes, Belek is one of our champions. Right, Mahasata is a champion. Yudamala can be a champion. Belek can be a champion. And let's maybe make sure that Mahasata the Caravan Master doesn't do fighting, because he's quite good at caravan mastery. So we want him to do that. Okay, so those 3 are definites. And then it's just, whoever's got the next highest skill. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Right, I think we're done here. I think we're okay. A few people did say that maybe at some point when we're near a university, we should actually do a university visit, because we haven't done that yet, and we have only done one camp revelry thing. We are a bit stressed out. We are a bit stressed. Is there something we could do? Can we go fishing? We need to be on, a coast or a riverside barony. Okay, where's a river? Is there a river somewhere around? There's a lake, but it does say a riverside barony. I mean, on the way back down here, we could stop off. I mean, this is a desert. That's deserty. We're unlikely to find any rivers around there. That's not how that works. But yeah, could we stop off at a river and do a bit of fishing and then calm down a bit and then go back out possibly? I mean, there's a river there. There's a river there. Is there a... Oh, here. There's a river just here. Can we just sort of move over there and then go, yay, great. Or actually, hang on. The river comes... Does the river come down here? Okay, that might be a river, or is that just the border? That might just be a border. There's definitely a river there. That looks rivery. Could we go here then? Can we go there? Is it next to a river? I don't know, but you know what? Let's move over there. Okay, let's not go there because it's a bit dangerous. Little bit unruly over there. Maybe let's go here. That looks a little bit less dangerous. In fact, no chance of danger at all. So, yeah, we'll move over there, look. Oh, bother. We just spent 20 money on some guards that we probably didn't need. Never mind. Oh, okay. We're trying to learn... we're trying to learn the language of that person. Okay. Right, so yeah, we're chatting with somebody. How do we go about this? Let's have a pleasant conversation. We gain 80 days of progress. Feeling feisty... We might possibly gain 159 days of progress, or we could tell that person to come and join us, but do you know what? We're okay. We'll let them go on their business. But do you know what? Let's try and have a fancy chat with them. Do it because we're ambitious. Let's give it a go. So 85% chance, and it worked. Okay, so now there's only 638 days left. Crikeys. The camp perimeter has been constructed. Okay, we have our new camp perimeter on the go, which is good. And we've arrived over here. Marvellous. Okay, so can we now go fishing, please? No. It's not a riverside barony. Botherations. Okay, it looks like it's on the side of a river. Oh, maybe the other side is where the river is. Okay. We're going to go here. We're going to move to there. We don't need guards. We don't need the Explorer pack. One medium chance of danger because it's a bit... Oh, hang on. No, the county control isn't great there either. It's a bit mountainy. Oh, forward scouts. Travel safety plus 20. Okay, right. We've sorted it out. And yeah, we'll scout for talent across that river. Just in case there's somebody amazing. I don't know, having a paddle or something. Right. Can we go over here in our little exciting thing? I like the fact that our little caravan has got a pink kind of cover to it. That's quite fun. Right, now we're over here. There's definitely a river just there. That is absolutely a river. But apparently we can't go fishing. It's definitely a river. But okay, fine. Right, we're just going to have to... We're just going to have to hope that we don't get stressed out. Right, where's the next point of interest? I think it's here. I think it's just there. So, okay, now... We need... Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, dear. Right. This is fraught with danger. This looks terrible. Okay, can we go a different way? Can we come back, say, through here? Can we sort of come down here and round that way? Because that just looks... That's bad. There's all sorts of terrible things going on. Okay. I would like to customize our route, please. Can we depart from here and then go this way instead. 9 months, and that is significantly safer. I mean, it's not without risk, but it's much safer. So yeah, desert and county control is the issue. Okay. Could we then add a detour after that and sort of come around here? Okay, so 10 months. So again, another very long trip, but we still do have to go through some troublesome deserty bits. Okay, so what if we won't scout for talent, so put forward scouts in, because we might as well, because that's what we've got them for. So 8 high risks goes down to 6, and then what if we get some mercenary guards? Okay, no high chance of danger. 8 medium chances, but I think that's fine. And 2,000 food, we've got plenty. Yeah, okay, right. Do that, please. So we've been up here. We've gone, yep, it's a lovely, nice place. Right, bye-bye, we're going now. Yeah, let's head back down here. There's no other kind of big realm capitals there. Growing up, father, begins my daughter Leia as she marches up to me, I've decided that, as I am now a woman, I shall have my own tent. No more sharing with anyone for me. The you stand still, spiel finished, petulant defiance oozing from her posture. Almost involuntarily, I crook an eyebrow at this unprovoked display. I will not budge on this. I am an adult and I demand to be treated as an adult. Okay, so we could say, yeah, okay, fine. You're a woman now at the grand old age of 8. We spend 75 prestige and she gains some opinion of us. Okay, you want it, earn it. Okay, so we could get some more sort of bonuses from it, but it's likely that she will fail. So she's going to get stressed out, or very stressed out. Yeah, very frustrated. Or you're a child until I say otherwise. But that's just not very kind, is it? Do you know what? I mean, at 8 years old, yeah, have your own tent. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not so fussed. I mean, yeah, if it means that I get a proper night's sleep. Are you sharing with me? I don't know. So, yeah, maybe I can hear you snoring or whatever. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, go and get your own tent. Bye-bye. Cheerio. Right, where are we then? So we are... there. I was going to say, I can't see where we are, but we're here. So our journey back has begun. So we're going through the kind of the mountainy bits right now. So right, let's see how we do with this. And how long do we have left? Oh, a new perk. That's quite fun. Only 145 days for the language thing. So the scheme phase duration there is the total, but we're down to about 145 days. So maybe by the time that we're here, we will have learnt a new language, or failed to. But yeah, we'll have a resolution either way. And a perk. Okay, what do we do with our perk? I mean, yeah, this is good, isn't it? Groom to rule. Children receive 1 to 3 extra skill points. That is quite good. And given that we don't have that many children, it's important to make the children we do have as good as they can be. So maybe we should try to work our way toward that. So heart of the family... Close family opinion up by 15. Okay, so we'll get that. And then get groomed to rule. Bound by blood, not so bothered. Sound fabrications. Each living child gives you 1 random skill point. I mean, that's okay, but I don't think it's worth coming all the way down here to spend our perks on. Confidences, friends, make us less stressed and such. We're going to get groomed to rule. So let's get heart of the family. We'll grab that, please. And yeah, groomed to rule is what we want to get next. Okay, right, fine, there we go. So there's our kind of perk plan. So now it's just a case of making the journey down here and hoping that we survive. Oh, and joy of joys, we have another daughter. This is amazing. Oh, well done, Obayama. That couldn't have been difficult while we're on the road, up in the mountains, in the cold and everything. So well done you. I'm very proud of you. That was marvellous. And there is our daughter. Hello there. So at the moment called Sundu to Sundu. Yeah, which is a lovely name. But of course, we are having geeky names in the Geek Dynasty. So yeah. Okay, right. What do we go for next? Let's go and get another geeky name. We're going to go for Samus, as in Samus Aran or Aran or Aran. I don't know how you say it, but Samus from Metroid. That one. So, yeah, normally you see her in her Metroid suit, so the kind of orange and red suit, and she jumps about and shoots things, and it's all very dramatic. But you can see her out of the suit. She's blonde and she's got like a blue kind of suit thing on underneath, like a kind of a jumpsuit sort of thing. She's in Smash Brothers and such like, and probably other Nintendo things as well. But there we go. So we shall call our daughter Samus. I like that. So there you go. Welcome to the world, Samus Geek. Wonderful. Oh, I'm very happy. And actually, hang on a minute. Hang on. Immediately, we need to become her ward. So yes, can we please educate as much as we can educate a 1 week old child? Can we educate Samus, please? We've got Leia and we've got Samus. That is completely amazing. Right, every parent's duty, and it won't just toss me, queer as my daughter Leia, trying and failing to keep the quaver from her voice. I glanced down at the small pony she sits on. The easiest, most placid learner mount I could find in the entire camp. Was I this scared when my father taught me to ride? Okay, then I'll just kick her into a trot and... Okay, so she's learning to ride a horse. Okay, so diplomacy challenge, 96% chance that it works. I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing it. Oh, it's like she's riding a bike. This is like the Crusader Kings equivalent of riding a bike. Because I remember my kids saying that. Oh, this is like a huge, big, exciting moment. This is like a big bonding moment. So yeah, diplomacy challenge, but we're going to go for that because, of course, it's likely going to work. 96% chance that she learns how to ride a horse. If we say, remember, be firm but respectful. Don't be afraid to crack the whip. Yeah, we're not going to do that because we want to be nice to our animals. Master the horse or it'll toss you. Okay, right, that's possibly not quite as helpful. Or just stand there and do nothing. I mean, that's not good. Yeah, I think that is the right one, isn't it? That's the one that Geethan is more likely to do. The others do seem a little bit kind of harsh. So, yeah, we'll go for that one. And, it's the nice one. We've been very kind to our beloved daughter there, who's very important to us. So, yeah, here we go. Remember, be firm but respectful. 96% chance that this is going to work. I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing it. Oh, I love that. That's really made me smile because I remember my kids, when I was helping them learn how to ride their bikes, they said things like that and they were so happy when it worked. And it was a lovely thing. So, do you know what, Geethan? Yeah, you can go and spend some lovely time with your daughter, like a lovely kind of father-daughter moment, and you can help her ride a horse. It's going to be a big moment for the pair of you. So yeah, if it does work, which hopefully it will, she's going to get quite a lot of opinion of us, and she gets confidence gained for 10 years. So martial up by 2, which is super handy for an 8-year-old, marvellous, and stress loss is up by 25%. Which is quite good. So, yeah, we're going to go for that one, please. Please work. Don't fall off. And there we go. I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing it. Well done. Well done, Leia. I'm very proud of you. That is a very, very exciting thing. Okay, we might have a little bit of an issue here. Eyes in the night. Morning brings a report that a man-eating beast has struck again. Another follower butchered. Most of the man's corpse found next to the sutler's tent where the large animal left him. That is horribly unpleasant. The sentries can't get a look at the damn thing. Whatever it is, it's got a taste for us, and it seems smart enough to follow us during the day or early evenings. I cast my eyes to the dune sea surrounding us. It looks so open, but a crafty nighttime terror can swim through it as easily as a shark through the waves. Watching. Waiting, hunger slowly building for its evening meal. Oh dear. Oh right, okay, so we're being hunted by something, but we don't know what. It could be, I don't know, like a massive tiger or a panther, or if we don't know what it is, I mean, it's got to be big, so it's not going to be like an angry ferret or something. It's got to be a big thing. If it's able to, yes, attack a man and leave his corpse all in bits. So I'm going to assume, yeah, it's not like a really, really grumpy weasel or something. It is kind of like, a big thing with giant pointy teeth. Okay, so tighten the watch. So martial challenge, 78% chance that, yeah, the animal is intercepted and dispatched. We gain 75 prestige. Everybody likes us. There's a 22% chance that Leia's going to die. No, okay, we're not doing that. That's not going to happen at all. I shall take its head. Okay, we go out and try and fight whatever it might be. I mean, do you know what? We fought one person already. We fought an angry man. I mean, yeah, can we go and fight an angry animal? I'm not entirely sure, but okay, so we go and fight it. We risk potential death in exchange for prestige. Depending on what it is, and how large it actually is, this may be fairly easy, or very, very hard. And you can't back down once you set out. So we can't run away. Can we not run away? If it's like a, I don't know, like a massive lion, we can't just leg it, I assume. Okay, right, that's a little bit concerning. Or as long as it doesn't eat anyone important, 50-50 chance. 50%, it did not. 50% chance, it did. We'd lose Mahasata, our bodyguard and champion, and we'd lose Mayana Devi. Oh dear. Okay, I mean, we're not going to do that because there's a 22% chance that our beloved daughter is going to get eaten by a great big kind of animal. So we're not doing that. Oh no, oh. I kind of think that Geethan would do this. Geethan's going to look after the camp and his family again and go and try and take on whatever it might be. I mean, however bad this is, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it says it could be easy, or it could be very, very hard. So, I mean, yeah, maybe it could just be like maybe it's a very, very furiously hungry chicken or something, in which case, that's probably okay. But if it's not that, then that's going to be quite bad. If it is like a lion or something, then, yeah, that is going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? But I don't think he'd do that. I can't see Geethan going, well, you know what, as long as it doesn't eat anybody important, because again, people are at risk, including his 2 children. So I think, because he's got a family now, and yeah, he's responsible for the camp, I think we'd go and do that one. I think we'd go and try and take it on. So, here we go. Let's go and fight a great big kind of animal of some kind. Let's see what it is. Eyes in the night, a wolf. Okay, right, we have to go and fight a wolf. We can't afford to wait another night to outrun the thing. Gathering my hunting party, I intend to end this, and to do so this very morning. The beast tracks are soft and difficult to follow, but unmistakably canine. After nearly an hour, we reach the base of a tall dune where the footprints simply seem to vanish. Well, that's a bit ominous, isn't it? That's not a good sign. A fierce growling to our rear prompts me to wheel around, where I'm confronted by a large wolf. Eyes aflame with feral hunger, teeth snapping, thick goblets of saliva flying from its maw. The creature, its trap spun, breaks into a sprint. Oh dear. Okay, right, so... Oh no. No. Both the options here have skulls on them. Okay, that can't be a good sign. That's not a good thing. So we can circle around and surround it. A martial challenge. 64% chance that we best the wolf, we get 350 prestige, and everybody thinks that we're great. There is a 36% chance that the beast escapes, and then if that happens, there's an 80% chance that we get wounded, and a 20% chance that we're going to die. Okay, that's not great. So the chance of death is quite small. So it's got to be 36% and then 20% after that. So it's quite small, but there is a risk. Or... have at thee, beast. Okay, a prowess challenge, 88% chance of success. Oh, okay, right, so I think the rest of it is the same. It's just the initial success chance. So the way I see it, that one there, circle around and surround it, that's us sort of trying to sort out our hunting party and get them sort of organised and do a bit of a sort of a structured attack. Whereas have at thee, beast is just Geethan getting out his fancy stabby dagger and just charging at the wolf like a big gosh darn it hero. Do you know what? We're going to do that one. I mean, in theory, this could be the end. We could get an 11% and the beast could escape, and then we could then be very unlucky and get a 20% result, and we could die. This could be, in theory, the end of Geethan. This could be the end of Geethan's tale. I mean, hopefully it's not. 88% chance that we failed the wolf is quite high, but you never know. You never know. It could go that way. So here we go. Cross your fingers and your toes and everything else. Cross all of the things. Cross anything that you can cross that's practical and safe to do so, please. And, right, here we go. Geethan, what have you got yourself into? My goodness. Right, okay, Geethan is going to charge at a wolf with his dagger. Is this going to work, or is it going to go badly? Here we go, Geethan. Best of luck, my friend. We believe in you. We know you can do this. Geethan, go and fight a wolf. the beast falls to our numbers. Okay. We've fought off the wolf, thank goodness. Okay, right, and Geethan is still here. Hooray, this is brilliant. Okay, so we got some prestige, that's fine. Oh, and look at that. As well as fighting off a wolf, we can also now speak a different language. Yeah, let's send them a letter in that language because, that's what it normally seems to work out quite well, doesn't it? So there we go. It was a good letter and they liked it and we've learnt another new language. And we're not that far away from this place down here. So I think, if we run time on a little bit quicker, if we can make it to here, that will be our... Hang on a minute, what would that be? That would be our 49th point of interest. So that'll be point of interest 49. So then we only need a few more and then we'll head down here. But yeah, I think maybe if we could head to one more and then wrap things up, that'd be quite good. However, here's Leia again. Hi, learning from example. Leia is at that age where a child absorbs everything and anything around her like a sponge soaking up water. Yeah, she's 8 years old. I completely agree. That does happen. Though present circumstances prevent me from giving her the finest of educations, the young lass seems no less eager to learn for it. Instead of the tutors and books that someone of more fixed wealth might feel entitled to, she roams the camp, shadowing my officers and eagerly assisting them in their duties. Okay, so she's going around trying to learn from what's happening around her. Well done, Leia. That sounds a very ambitious thing to do. You see, it was worth giving you that. A little nudge towards someone more specific would likely do wonders for focusing her efforts. Ah, okay, right. So we get to pick a person, and then that person is going to help her do some more learning. Right, okay. So if we pick Lakshman Singh, our second in command, diplomacy goes up by 2 and martial goes up by 2. And then, they seem to sort of become good buddies. If we pick the quartermaster, stewardship goes up by 2, and they become buddies. And if we pick the chief cook, intrigue goes up by 2. I think, and not only just because we get 4 skill points out of this one, I think we tell her to go and shadow Lakshman Singh, our second in command, because he's also our friend. I don't think we're friends with the other two. We're okay with them. They like us and we like them. But Lakshman Singh is actually our friend. So I think, it might be worth following him about. So diplomacy and martial are both going to go up by 2. Oh, this is brilliant. Look at this character. She's only 8 years old. She's only 8 and that's what she looks like right now. That is a good set of skills. Okay, and we are here at the Khanate of Zetsu, which is a fantastic name. Right, so we're all the way down here now. There are some different things. Oh, a living gift. Okay. A precious pet of the chiefess needs protection on the road. Oh, I'm very tempted. Uncover secret or instructor of knights. Okay, I don't really see that being ours. Although, and that's not us, we are pretty good at hitting things with a sword or a dagger, as it turns out. But, right. Okay, so we're down here, so 2 sort of intriguey things, not going to do that. Then we've got Instructor of Knights, which might be fun, and a living gift, which is, transporting a pet, which I do like the sound of. So now we're over here. That is wonderful. So where's the next location? Where's the next place? I think it might be around there somewhere. No, okay. It's maybe not quite. Hang on, is it worth going there first? Is it worth going there? So the Battle of Talas, we could go there and then make our way back down to here by the look of it. So we could go here, look. So visit just there and then come back down here, cover all these ones off and then go back over in this part of the world. But I think, once we've got all these, we should be okay. What are we on? I've forgotten. Hang on a minute. Where are we? Travels Of Geethan Geek. We're on 50. Okay, so that's the 50th one. So I think there was 10 around there, wasn't there? There were 10 around there. So I think that should be okay. So we're over here now, look, in a whole new part of the world. We're okay for provisions, so we don't need to buy any more of those. The camp is looking okay. Oh, there's a camp perimeter, look. They just sort of sat on a little kind of little watchtower having a look around. We haven't got that much money, actually. I was going to say, can we do some upgrades? But I think maybe it might be worth doing a few contracts to get some extra cash. Yeah, we've got all sorts of things in here. We can get palisades set up and we can dig ditches, camp hygiene, slightly less less chance of plague, but we've got the barber temp for that, so we won't get that, I don't think. I mean, yeah, which is the one which speeds us up? That one there, look, a fixed layout. Move domicile travel speed up by 25%. That does seem to make sense. That would be quite a good thing to do. In fact, you know what? Let's get that now. Let's get a fixed layout so we know when we set up our camp, we know where things are going to be. It's all set, it's all fixed, and we know where things are. So we can get it all done, sort of, laid out quickly, and then it can get packed away quickly. A little bit to sort of, order and logic with that there. So we will go for that for 54 money. That's a bit of a steal. 10 months. I mean, I don't think it should take 10 months to work out where to put some tents, but okay, it takes that long. So we'll get that done. So that's going to take a while. But yeah, we're down to 315 money. So either we could head out to that place over there, was it? Was it around here somewhere? I forget where it was now. Was it? I'm fairly sure it was over here somewhere. Click on that. Oh, it was here. Okay, so it was next door. So if we go to there, how long's that going to take? Another 6 months. Okay, and if we hire some guards, the guards are imperative because they bring the risk down quite a lot. Okay, maybe then that's another 999 provisions. Let's do that and then we'll wrap things up. And hopefully that won't take that long. 6 months of travel. But, yeah, it's probably worth... Although we haven't looked around here. We haven't looked around here yet. We've kind of turned up. We haven't been to look in the tribal... Oh, it's a tribal holding. Okay, so, again, less to look at around here because it's tribal. So, not any kind of big castles or gardens or whatever. Okay, the Elder might have something for us. Intrigue contracts, hireling contracts, criminal contracts. Not really our kind of thing. And, yeah, go back here. Mingle with the locals. Okay, story. Let's hear a story, please. Okay, we can't do that one. And we can't do that one. So we're going to have to do the story had a few good points. And then Kutar spun the golden yarn into a magnificent robe, wide as the night sky and long as eternity. Very good. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that one. We might get something from it. Who knows? We've got 100 diplomacy lifestyle. That's not too bad. Anybody up for recruitment? Okay, so 3 people here. You're very fighty. You're actually quite good. You're only 22 as well. That's pretty impressive. You're sort of okay. And, oh, you're a wise woman. Okay, so you're very clever, but you're 80 years old. So you might not be around for that much longer. Do you know what? You, Osgul, would you like to come with us with your Marshal of 19? That's actually quite good. How much are you? 51. Is that all? That's quite cheap, really. Let's get you. Let's get you on board. So there we go. Boob. Wonderful. Oh. Okay, yeah, you Damala, our champion, having a little bit of a jig there. That's fun. And apparently we are taken with Usunbike, which is an amazing name. Hello there, Usunbike. Come, oh my goodness me, your stats are amazing. And she is comely. She has a physical trait that we are interested in. Okay, this is good, this is good. Oh my, who is that? Let's walk up to the Siren by the counter. Okay, so we can have a chat with you. Right, so again, this is a bit of a weird situation because, of course, Geethan is gay, so he's not really that attracted to her, I wouldn't say. He might like her as a person, she might be really, really lovely, but, that's not really his kind of thing. But maybe, because she's got that inheritable trait, and her stats are very, very good, he might see potential and think, do you know what, for the future of the dynasty, just to make things a bit more secure, yeah, that might be a good idea. So let's go and have a chat. So we can buy her another mug of Violet Sharber and lose 70 money, and she joins us. Do you fish? Because you have me hooked. Okay, right, so 71% chance that somehow works. I mean, if you went and tried that in real life, you'd get a slap across the chops. We can't do that because we can't seduce on second thought. Okay. I'd like to think Geethan is pretty good with words. I'd like to think that he could come up with something better than "do you fish because you have me hooked." I mean, it's a good pun, but I don't know if it's going to work as a chat-up line. Would that? That's not going to work. That's like, oh, angel's missing, not angel, heaven's missing an angel because you fell from it, or whatever the line is. That's how good I am at that kind of thing. But yeah, it's not good. Maybe let's just spend 17 money and get her to join the camp. Right, there we go. Hi, they've come over here. Right, we're done here. We're done here. And now, let's maybe just have a chat with you. Do you know what, actually? Can we send... challenge to a board game? Oh, we're going to have to do that next time. That sounds amazing fun. Let's send her a poem. Okay, so, yeah, work about romance. We'll send her a poem, and hopefully it's a good one. Right, it's lauded, so we sent her a nice poem. I mean, I kind of feel like we should possibly have a talk with you for a bit. Let's run time on for a short while. Just maybe give it a week or so. So we've got to know you, son bike. And now, possibly, can we arrange a marriage between us and her? Because, yeah, we can have 3 secondary spouses. So, yeah, Obiyama's going to be our wife, our primary spouse, if you like. She's going to always be the favourite. Yeah, we've gone through many things, hers of Geethan and Obiyama. They've done a lot of stuff together, but I think it would be worth getting a secondary spouse. So let's get you in, shall we? So arrange a marriage between us, please. So children born into House Geek, chance of children low. I mean, yeah, because she's 45, so the chance of children is low, but not entirely gone. But it's probably just good for him to have another wife, isn't it? Just somebody else have a nice chat to. They can play board games together and such. So, yeah, let's do that. Send that proposal. And there we go. We now have 2 wives. Okay, Geethan. Pretty good. Pretty good going. Well done, my good sir. And I think, with that done, we will wrap things up for now. I think we have done quite a lot of stuff. Geethan has been on a grand journey. A lot of things has happened. He's fought a man, he's chopped a man's head off, and he's fought and killed a wolf. And of course, Leia's done a lot of things as well. We've learned, she's picked up various skills as Leia. So, yeah, there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot happening. And of course, we have another daughter. We've got Samus, which is magnificent. And yes, we also now do have a second wife. We have a secondary spouse with Sunbike, which is an amazing name. So it's been a busy old time for Geethan, so we'll wrap things up for now and come back next time. And next time, maybe, possibly, we can complete Geethan's travel blog. We're on 50. We're on 50, so we were on 40... Were we on 44 when we started? And now we're on 50. I don't think we've visited 6 points of interest, have we? Were we on 45? I can't remember. Whatever the case, we're on 50 now. So we need another 10. So I think maybe next time, possibly, unless we get distracted again, we'll go here and then come back down here. And yeah, there's plenty over there of things to go and look at. So we will go and do that next time, unless we get distracted by literally anything else. Wolves, bandits, a butterfly, a nice cup of tea, whatever, I don't know. But we'll try and get that sorted. And then maybe at some point in the future, we can get Geethan's fancy book artifact. And we'll see how good it is. Because, yeah, we are going to great lengths to make this the best book artifact that we can get. So hopefully it's really, really good when we get our hands on it. But yeah, we'll see if we can do that next time out when we come back. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Crusader Kings 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
Kunik, your time is now. And you have missed, Kunik. This is unacceptable, Kunik. An Ash's caravan has been ambushed by man-hunting chinchillas. You're going to land on my potatoes? That is just not the done thing. Oh, there's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3. These guys have got amazing hair. I'm delighted that we've actually done something and it's worked.